The Molotov as well to follow up, and Bird from Sky wants to, well, just fall back into that sandbags position. Look at that, right behind that car. It gets dealt with instantly, and MBAPPEEK all the way onto this B bomb site already. Red Star finds the second, but Lyngby Vikings, they're already here. Mid-control retaken. Raoul's popping shots through the smoke, not entirely accurately. And with that bomb going down, MBAPPEEK a definite advantage. That C4, it's the fourth man. Victor might be the third, though. Sat behind the car, there goes the swing, and Red Star finds the crucial kill in this scenario. The headshots all coming in from the Glocks, as Victor finishes off with a massive
sniper. If they can do that, then MBAPPEEK should be able to get off to a 3-0 start here in the second map. Oh, Relax has other ideas.
That is startling. Wants to go for the re-swing. Victor finally finds him, but it's with the Galil and takes so much damage to be the final approach. Nadosafix Escape tries to contend with this one. Low HP on a couple of these members, and they actually line up for him. That's massive damage. The nade comes through, almost finds the kill. Nadosafix even more damage. All three of these players incredibly low. One shot to the Skype, perhaps. Is MBAPPEEK want to go elsewhere, perhaps towards the B-bomb site?
Bird from Sky is already here with a smoke grenade to stymie any aggression. They might consider their options on Xbox. In fact, Red Star and Victor both showing. Rawls somehow gets taken down immediately by Victor. That's a crazy shot to hit. And now the A-bomb site split can come in.
It needs to be Nadosafix, an absolute hero here. Fast shot. There's the re-swing. Quick headshot. Red Star taken out of the equation. And there's no time to get the job done. It'll be a 1-1 scoreline to begin.
Nato had a quiet map in map number 1, but he's sounding off. He's going to continue to hold long. Been a very resolute member so far of the CT defense. But, as he cracks off the first shot against...
Mention member Nadosafix has the wildfire at the ready. Quick shot. Dreamer drops. And now with 25 seconds left, I don't even see them getting the bomb down. Quick damage from the Galil, but doesn't actually convert the frag. Means that Nadosafix has to fall back into a more pensive pass position. Low HP, wants to swing, knowing that the AWP is on too long, and Nadosafix definitely not ready for it. Instead, it's the SMG having to come through. The A-bomb site now compromised, and MBAPPEEK need to hold this one up. They're unable to do so with the captain firing through for 2 and the AK-47 converting.
Bird from Sky doing his best Boomich impression there, getting some quick frags with that MP9 to help his team retake the site. Bomb plan is good for MBAPPEEK. It will give them a little bit of an injection, going 1,900 in the bank. Rest of his team looking even better. This time, NATO will get dropped by Red Star. This is a great opening pick by him.
Fine, that's on short, and surely Lyngby Vikings know that this A site has gone awry. Leveling up the scoreboard, Rouse finds 2. It's Fasher to support it. Lower tons control taken, and this has all gone wrong for MBAPPEEK. The middle of the map has been completely salvaged. Bird from Sky is sometimes at the top near T-spawn, and with the bomb in the open, Fasher's able to finish off the rest. Eagle shots, but nothing really to rant and rave about.
Well, I want to rant and rave after Red Star's AWP. He's brought it out. He had an opening kill in the previous round. Right now, it seems like it's Mar to open things up and trade. Rawls pushing through long, all the way down those...
That gives MBAPPEEK a glimmer of hope, a chance. Maybe the Vikings have got overzealous in this one. And as the C4 goes away, it's planted. They know that they've made a bit of a mistake. Yes, they've got Fisher on long, but how do they get back into this one? It has to be off the back of Relaxer finding shots, and that's just not happening with Bubble shutting both down. The AWP and M4 locked out of position. One smoke grenade placed. Victor sprays a couple of shots through, but now back onto short as well. Needs to rely on Bubble, who might be able to find even more. Already 2 in the round. And there's another headshot. AWP dropping. Fasher's the last alive in between the crossfire, and Bubble finally scrapes him out of the...
I don't know my marketing, unfortunately.
Surely. You've been on camera. You don't know your hair care products.
I certainly do not. I just, something works and... You don't need to change it. Right now, Relax changing his angles up. Managing to equal things out. Mar and Bubble to trade. Bit of a messy round here, but MBAPPEEK crawling ahead, and this will break the economy of the Lyngby Vikings if they're not able to answer back in the 2-on-4. Indeed, they're not. Nato in a 1-on-4. He's got to have to save this op.
Yeah, there's no way out for him either. You see that T-spawn's fully controlled. He's basically put himself in an unenviable and impossible situation. You might as well just draw.
USP round. Bit of a long scuffle over here. Rawls in the open. He will get dropped by Mar and Victor. Rest of the T's have taken this long control. Should be an A finish.
Yeah, this looks a lot faster. MBAPPEEK already, the frags coming in. Bird from Sky dealt with. I don't think this orb's going to be able to do too much. Every single angle contested. The flashbang's perfect, right inside of Nado Safix's face. And the round already over in the first 20 or so seconds. Relax now relegated to saving the M4A4. That one went that time towards long.
Relax does well to get a kill at the end here, but his position called out. That means Mar can activate. In fact, living up to his name here, Relax probably should have just stuck in that.
He's got one in hand, so they might peek this one dry. The AK over the top and nobody deciding to peek. They're going and playing individualistic Counter-Strike Pronogo, and Rouse is also switched out to the AK-47. There's an orb trying to contend him. It's the pistol to finish. Quick shot from the Desert Eagle, and Nado Safix misses one in the meantime. That might be fundamental. Tries to take the corner, but it's the no-scope to try and finish it. Fasher pressured into the open, but we're at an even Stevens 2 versus 2 with 10 seconds left, and the bomb allowed to get onto this A site, and Bird from Sky is watching the cross, but none will come through. Red Star can just watch the angle as Lyngby Vikings need to come through from both avenues of the approach. Bird from Sky has both angles to watch here, and that is a fast shot. There's no repeat, it's Relaxed to finish.
They will also recover the double op setup almost certainly. Bird from Sky going extra special. Again, leading by example. He does toss that off towards Relax. Does mean no AK-47s will be scrounged up. That's a very sort of a barn burner type of a round there. Nado Safix and Reds
winning that previous round. Lyngby Vikings still seem to want to take the risk. All of long control. The shadow spotted before that for EWP needs to bail towards B. Has it? It's the Boom, the most vintage sniper in the server. Nado Safix a shot in the meantime. These double orbs seem to be a successful change of pace. And now MBAPPEEK with 2 players down need to force the way into this one. But they're playing completely disjointed, going towards mid, short, all of the above perhaps. Finding a couple of shots towards the B bomb site though, but that bomb has gone awry. It is towards the middle of the map where Rouse can hold it down. And Dreamer finding a leg and damage onto Dreamer. Oh, there's a foot, almost connecting. And you know that Nado Safix is going to take the re-peek. It's instead the
T-side. Startling sights coming into the map pick of the Bulgarian mix. And as some early actions happening, the mid-hit comes in.
It certainly is. It's Bird from Sky to hold it down. That secondary headshot does a lot of damage. And Rouse also through the smokes. A lovely flashbang. Look at the coordination from Lyngby Vikings to close off the half. It's an easy not to do. And now MBAPPEEK, it's as classic as it gets, Pronogo. A 5 versus 5 retake with the Kukli jumping shots trying to connect. Bubble cannot find them. Yes, he's in the open. And now the Glocks can try and convert. Bird from Sky not connecting anything. That looks painful, but not as painful as those shots. Fasher finds a pair. Rouse with another one. And this one has failed. What impenetrable fortress of a bomb site. They do have a chance, but with Relax already penetrating, Dreamer getting traded, this one is all fallen on the wayside, and Lyngby Vikings will absolutely guarantee their 13th. There's no way to get back into this one. MBAPPEEK know it. They've gone for the save already, and what a terrible performance.
Recheck them. That ends up biting them there. They didn't even want to contend with any mid control that the Vikings may have had. As we get into limited on utility just a bit. Red Star with that AWP. Once again, he needs to activate, and Bubble is able to do one better. Victor as well, sounding off.
Another one found in the meantime, and Red Star's AWP should surely be able to sweep up this third. He does. 1 minute 20, and Lyngby Vikings, the round already over. A 2 versus 5 needed to end this series early, and I don't see that happening. They haven't really been notable for their clutches thus far this series. They had an opportunity at a 1 versus 3 in the previous map. That was Fasher. But it didn't actually come through. He was very late on the approach, and that one ended absolutely conditions. They do so successfully, and Red Star won't be in the open when this initial swing comes in from 3 members of Lyngby Vikings. Nice angle, but Lyngby Vikings do find the kills. It's the AWPs to fire through for 2, and a third converted from the M4A4. Red Star's got the angle. Victor doing heavy damage, and without the bomb going down, it's a lovely plant attempt.
There we
and
go.
A knife to finish. It'll be MBAPPEEK onto 8, but that got touch and go.
Touch and go. That's what Red Star's saying. He'll very, very good for MBAPPEEK in the last couple of rounds. They need to convince us once again if they want to release the pressure. And so far, Rouse is willing to put them up to the task here. They've got it all to do.
And this is the massive advantage with having such a hefty scoreline. You don't across mid without that secondary cloud, and they've got no opportunity to actually get the job done. They have to do so with the AK-47s instead that Rouse is actually pivoting successfully off of. Yes, Bubble's got the angle, but maybe this has to be a jumping AWP shot to deny this bomb. He hits it. It's a no-scope. 20 seconds remaining to grab the C4 and get it planted, but Bubble is stuck in this corner and being locked in place by MBAPPEEK. They now have to go for the cross, but Bubble finds another one to end things. MBAPPEEK, they seem to be absolutely null and void when it comes to the confidence. And with the B bomb site now being cracked, Fasher with both headshots, and that is the change of pace that Lyngby Vikings were relying on. And even Steven's scenario and a dilemma for MBAPPEEK. Do they decide to go in for this one? I think they have to. They can't give up to the party from the tunnels. So with those incendiary grenades placed, Victor finds a freebie inside the tons that gives the other members a bit of space to get into this one. But it is incredibly late. They have to deal with Flasher, who's already found 3. Bird from Sky gets traded, but is there enough time to defuse this bomb? I think so. It's going to come very close. They find it. Number 11.
That's Oilers on the Vikings side. MBAPPEEK looking for their 12th and 1 round away to convert afterwards. Dreamer already gets 1 on the B hold. Rest of his teammate is here. Bubble able to take us away.
Oh no, that nade is brutal. Does so much damage. The bomb in the open. There's no chance for Lyngby Vikings. They decide to double dip on the aggression towards B, and it doesn't work out for them whatsoever. I've got to MBAPPEEK making those errors of judgment that has costed Lyngby Vikings in this series. We think that he's the main man. He's a big YouTube star, but he only finds 1 to end this. And MBAPPEEK
got down by that incendiary and Molotov exchange. Bubble will crack off a shot through the smoke. He spots another. Can he get it? Yes, he can.
Oh, way on. It's a very tight choke point. He has a flashbang towards the CT spawn, but 30 seconds on the board. It has to be a play around this smoke. And to punish the AWP who is missing shots, Bubble. He's been such a fundamental player all map, but cannot get the job done this time with Relax finding both of those opening shots. Remember, Bird from Sky is low on HP, but finds one anyway. Victor back towards the T spawn. This is his best trick in the book, but it's still a 2 versus 2 Pronogo, and the Orbs are missing absolutely everything. Bird from Sky chance into the CT spawn, and this kill might determine the map. This is another one. It's a no-scope to finish. Yes, Victor's got the angle, and now needs to get down on the bomb. Bird from Sky will have the cross under contention, and this one bullet might be worth the whole map from the captain. A flashbang forces him away. There's still a nade to be played. Tries to go for the tap, forces him into the open and finds it.
That was an excellent play from Victor to close things out. We thought Bird from Sky would have sold MBAPPEEK down the river with that play into mid. Seems poised. Red Star firing off. 21 kills to his name. Looking for another.
And this crossfire hasn't been challenged just yet. Easy opener for Victor, considering there was low HP there on Rouse, but it does get traded once again, and the M4 is good for both of them. Bird from Sky, another clutch needed. Does find a secondary headshot that gives him a glimmer of hope. It's this in-game leader versus in-game leader battle. Bubba versus Bird from Sky, all of the Bs. But with only 12 seconds on the board, and the AWP missing a shot, Bird from Sky finds all 3.
There it is.
To deprive the Vikings of this early map control. And with those rifles just holding down the line, Victor fully blind.
Very far away for MBAPPEEK.
Oh no. Bubble might even overexpose himself. He does. Remember, if you're further from that angle, you've actually got more of a glimpse on that shot. Bubble got spotted out without seeing anything whatsoever. The very tip of his dome completely ripped off. Cranium's open, always painful. Red Star a shot to convert, and he's going to keep short control. MBAPPEEK wants to go for the swing, and it's a repeat from Red Star to find another one. Complete confusion on the A bomb site, and I'm not sure if Relax actually even has a chance. 6 seconds to plant this bomb, and he even needs this kill just before, which Mar is able to find.
Yeah, he drops the train, and they do it cleanly. Can they do it in regulation? Basher has something to say about it. He takes the first head off. Victor able to trade, and now it's yet another 4-on-4.
Feels like Red Star has been doing the damage every single time on A. Doesn't want to over-aggress this time. And with those incendiaries causing further complications, damage has been done to both squads. And Relax finding a headshot right through that one. MBAPPEEK only has the scout, and that is to his detriment. Finds the body shot. It's not enough to take away Victor clean. A headshot converts it. Rouse where the angle gets traded. And Relax now, maybe even trying to voyage into the CT spawn. If there is no bullets inside that Galil, he needs to get the reload in now. And there's 17, so I don't know why he didn't have it out before. Converts both, and we're going to bonus rounds. How does he survive? That looked like a slam dunk. Well, quick shot. Fasher still hasn't been spotted. Yes, it's the CT spawn. He gets traded. That's very pressured if you want to invest into two of them. And on the T side, definitely not. Oh, what you want. Nader Safix, quick shot. That was through the double doors. And now Bogdan's Law, supposedly, they decide to trade it up, leaving the low HP member with that sniper rifle. Dreamer will be the last man to receive the challenge. And let's see how much they can hold up under pressure. The AWP drops. Dreamer with one gets burnt alive. And it's an even Stevens scenario with Rouse and Relax actually taking further damage, team damage perhaps to those nades. Bomb away. Smokes down for MBAPPEEK. They want to get back into this one. B bomb site, hard to retake. We talked about it before, but Relax and Rouse, they seem to be two of the more stable players for the Vikings. Nade over the top, won't pressure him out. Rouse has the angle and looking towards these double doors. Quick headshot spots the scope of the AWP for the second.
Red Star, what we need to see coming in from him. Absolutely what we want out of this matchup. Opening pick. Red Star's good for it despite the blind. Natosafix.
The double smokes to count out the CT spawn. Yes, Bubble is here, but a flash on through wants to get aggressive and force the issue here. Quick shot. Dreamer finds three. And Relax, there is no chance getting the job done. It's a quad kill to bring 16 on the peak.
Much more convincing round win for them in overtime. They keep 4 players alive, if you can believe it. Now Safex able to equalize. They're back onto 4, and they're going to have to do it again.
Who has been a little bit quiet. 16 kills, definitely not, well, a tiny score line, but the Bird from Sky hitting the headshots leaves all the pressure on Dreamer's shoulders, and that flashbang's perfect. He finds it totally blind regardless, but now needs to contend with all of the angles with mid-control already firmly taken by the Viking side. Nader Safix is eagle out to try and contend it. Another risk taken doesn't work out. Red Star still a 1 versus 2. And will he check this corner? That's the big question. Bird from Sky says no.
Exactly what's going to be happening as a mid-take comes in from MBAPPEEK.
Doesn't look like Lyngby Vikings are ready and waiting for it. Nader Safix are first, and Flash are there to convert. Dreamer's going to be right off the back of this aggression. Needs more than just the one headshot. And why isn't Nader Safix zoomed in? Doesn't find any of those. Another mistake from him. With 1 minute 20, bomb to go down, time won't be the issue, at least for MBAPPEEK. As this M4A4 is going to be fast on the aggression, running out of ammo, but it doesn't matter with a pistol in hand. 0 bullets in the barrel, and Flasher, oh no, this gets awkward, does find it regardless, and that will be double map points.
Double map points indeed. Remember, 1st to 19 wins the OTs, at least in half number 1, or round number 1 of OT. Basher will once again defuse that bomb, recover the AWP, double up setup once again.
The Bird from Sky angle flamed out into the open, and that Wildfire now needs to stand up tall. Long control.
Able to reinforce if necessary. No smokes coming in to smoke him off. Oh, Relax takes a dirty off angle here. This might guarantee the map for the Vikings.
If they do not check it, let's see. The flash is through. They do watch out for Ratlax's position, but he changes it completely up. That was a running shot. Does even up the numbers. And now a 3 versus 3 with totally even HP before the bomb goes down on B. 17 needed MBAPPEEK. They need both in a row here. Nade doesn't connect. Remember Bird from Sky, he's got the sniper rifle. Not always the best weapon to have, but with full cash, they can afford to go for this one. Rouse basically needs to find Red Star, and it's never going to happen. Bird from Sky very low is definitely a deficit, but with Fasher finding even more, that might be the pry opener of this B side. Fasher, great swing, secondary headshot, low on HP, and he doesn't even need the support to close out map number 2. Lyngby Vikings 19. And remember, Progo, that's the